Hi, so today we want to use Python to make something like this. You see here we got an image with a conceptual map or a mind map that can be created through Python. So let's see how to do it. First of all, we got to install something. Hi, so you can use PowerShell to install Chocolate. Go to this page here, chocolate.org.install. Then go here, you see that you got this command here, copy it. Go here, write PowerShell, and then as execute as an administrator, say yes. Go here, press enter, and then uh, press press Ctrl V, and then press enter. I've already done this, so I won't do it again. And after you've done this, you get to open again PowerShell, always as administrator, and then go Choco, and if appears this, it means it is alright. Then go Choco, install um, graphics, and then press enter. I already did it, and so you should be good, okay, with the installation of graphics. So now you are done. Okay, now another thing that you could do, go here and write environment variables. So go here and go into path, modify, and then put a new stuff here. I got it yet somewhere, I think. And there it is. And you write program files, graph widths, to etc. I don't know if this is if you need this, if it's correct. I did it, now it works. I think it could be useful. So if you want to know where your program is, you cannot find it here maybe, go into somewhere here, go into C user, not user, program for 86 here, and search for graph. There it is, graph width to 2.38, and I think you gotta go here, go get this, copy this path. I don't know if you have to put also the the executable 5 graph. That should be, let me check this. I don't know if it's, maybe you don't need to do it. Anyway, copy this, go into the environmental variable, there it is, and the path, modify, new, copy into this, and go. I have already done it, so then go OK, etc. Then okay, once you done this, you go in your code here, and we're gonna do another thing here. We are gonna do import Pydot, import OS, and then OS environ path, and with the same thing that you've seen before. You say you can find this in the article, in the post on my blog, and the link to the post is in the information of this video. And you will find, so OS path setup, program files, etc. You copy and paste what you copied before, as I showed you. Even if what I copied was this one, you see that there are this slash on the left side here. You gotta maybe substitute them with this one on the right, adding another one onto this. So you're gonna do this thing here, maybe, or yeah, or maybe it could work the same. Let me just check out if I copy this like this. No, you see, if I do so, I think I should go double here. Okay, it works. So you can also do like this. Now, after we've done this, let's check out the code and see how it works. And maybe we have to start from the beginning because this may be a little complicated. I also want to make it a little easier. Maybe it's not ideal for you. Maybe I understand it. For you could be a little complicated to understand what I thought when I created this. So let's dive into the code. So now it's time to code finally. So let's see what we have to do. And by the way, this is a program I made and I showed it into an article. So let's go into Notepad and see what we can do. As you can see here, you have seen the final result here as this. Let's see how to do it, but first I wanna show you the basic thing here because this may be a little messy, complicated here. The important thing is this one, Pydot.h. So as you can see, I imported Pydot. I've done this thing here because let me check out if maybe it works the same. No, you see, if I don't use this, it will say me that there is an error dot not found in path. So I decided to make this. I found this on the internet and I followed it on Stack Overflow, and so it worked. So you got to use this one. Okay, and once you set this import to S, okay, let's create a new file here. Let me close all of this. Let me save it as a new file. Let me go into graph widths. Okay. Yeah. And 001 graph widths. Okay. So let's see from the start out what you have to do. Hi everybody, and today we are going to talk about Pydot and how to make mind maps with Pydot. We create a mind map. We don't actually can change things, dragging stuff, etc. We just can create an image with a mind map. And so let's get started and let's see how we can do it. And so first of all, let me create an empty file. So first thing we are going to do is to import Pydot. Okay, next things we are going to do is to import OS. Why OS? Because we need to say to the computer where he must found graph widths. We have seen how to install graph widths with Chocolate or without it. But after we have done that, we still have to do this stuff here that I'm going to explain you. We're going to do this thing os dot environ path equal os dot pathsep plus the address here where your program is. I'll let you see where my is. Let's go in the C in the hard drive and program for 86 here, and then we go to graphics and bin, go copy it, go back to the here and go and paste it here. So when you go os environ path plus equal or os.pathset into like this, then double the right slash, and you're done. Now okay, now we are good to go, and we are going to create now the first example. The first thing that you need to do is to create a graph instance of Pydot dot dot, and you have to give it a the graph type add rank there. So the graph type will be, for example, graph. You can use also as we've seen here, we can use also dgraph, and the rank there will be up down UD, or you can use left right. Now we'll use up down, so it will start from the top and go down UD, up down. So now that we've done this, you gotta create an edge with Pydot, as you can imagine, edge, and this will be the starting point. Let's call it Pydot, and you have to add another stuff here. You have to add, for example, how to install it. Once you created a node, a child of Pydot, you got to do go to the graph object here and add edge, the edge you just created, passing edge to it. So at the end, you're gonna save it as a PNG file, graph.save. I think no, or not save, but let me check out write PNG. Write PNG with the name of the file that you're going to save. Let's say example.p and map.png. Then I'm gonna show it with OS start file map.png, so that we don't have to go look into the directory. Let's see what I forget. Okay, it's graph type here that okay, here it is, Pydot, how to install it. Then you go back here and you can do another child of this, and you can make it example one. Then you have to add it every time. So there it is. So this is example one. If you don't want to do it every time twice, you can go and do something like a function. Passing the root and the child. And so you avoid doing this graph edge each time. Okay, so now that's how we can do it. And now let's call it this level Pydot, level 1 Pydot. So these are the Pydot and is children. Now let's say we want to extend here install. So I'm gonna duplicate this, or I could also make something like so you don't make mistakes. Don't have to write every time this one, but just a child. So you're watching this, you quite understand that this is Pydot, or you can also make another abstraction here, like root and children. So for child in children, add root child. So you go and do add Pydot, comma, go here, and you could also do something like this to make it more readable, I think, at least in my opinion. It's split lines. This is a matter of taste. let's say 1, 2, 2 and 3. Okay, let's cut this for the moment. 1, 2 and 3. One thing you must remember, you cannot have the same name as the child. It will be a little messy. Okay, then let's say okay, Pydot install example 1, example 2. So I think it's more easy this way, right? So this is basic usage. You could start, and here you're done. You make your thing and you're done. But what if I want to add a child of, let's say that he have example, and let's say that he have info. Okay, and I want to do add example example 1, example 2, there is obviously something. Yes, the mistake is that I didn't split line. To avoid this, I could forget this every time I go children. I'm gonna do the split lines here, split lines, so that you don't need to do it here. What's wrong now? Perhaps, okay, is this thing here because you left? If you want to write it this way, you can do like this to avoid the first one, and you could check if it if children dot split lines 0 is equal to this, then it splits lines like this. Let me see if I made it wrong. Alright, this works. Let's see if I else. It simply goes like this. Let me see if I do something like this and something like that. Okay, it works. So I made this check thing here. Okay, so I think that this is quite good for basic usage of this. You can then start digging and making also another let's say level 2. You could add some comments here to understand where you are. This is level 1, and you can change also info author, just one. You see here I got sample. Here I made a mistake because I should have called this one examples. Okay, now it goes the right way. You see here, info, author. If you wanna go to the next, if you want to go further, I'm gonna add info. Hello, let me see what happens if I do like this. Okay, info, but if I go author, there it is. I continue to go in another level. You can put here level 3. Okay, so that's how you can build quite easily your maps with Python if you want. And maybe you can start from here doing other adjustments, can implement it with some graphical user interface, maybe with Kinter. There could be a way. Now you get to be imaginative to see. You could make a list and then add something like this into Kinter with this stuff here. When you add a node, a child, I have to think about it. Maybe something could come to my mind. For the moment, this is a basic example, and see you to the next video. Thank you.